Fresh air, the sun on your shoulders, growing your next bounty. If you're green with envy of anyone who gets to do this on a regular basis, you'll love our next guests. We're joined by Jesse Blom, Executive Director of the Green Heart Project, and Michael Cain, land planner with Seaman Whiteside and a board member for the Green Heart Project. And we caught up in November when this organization was planning its urban farm. Now you've got an exciting announcement. So Jesse, I'll point this question to you. At what stage are we in this project?
Thanks, Leyla. Yeah, happy to be here this morning. We are excited to say that we have broken ground on our new urban farm at Enston Home downtown, half-acre urban farm site. And, with the global pandemic that we're in, we took a brief pause, but we're able to break ground on the project, and it's under construction as we speak.
That's fantastic. You start off with an idea and then to see it come to fruition quite literally has got to be very exciting. Michael, so the planning of an urban farm, how complicated is that? And is it any different than creating a beautiful urban park or an urban green setting of some sort?
The process is pretty much the same. I think there's just a little bit more a chance to get involved since we're pretty close in our partnership with the Green Heart Project, and we want to, we've been involved with them for the past several years. So, kind of laying this urban farm out had kind of more of a different approach from the standpoint, we want to make sure this was very community oriented and, was right up the alley of the Green Heart Project's mission and goal for what they've been doing the past several years and long term. But it was an awesome opportunity to be working with these guys.
Yes. Jesse, when did the idea for the Green Heart Project come about?
Well, Green Heart Project's been around for 10 years now, Leyla. We started actually going on 11 years. So we started 2009 at Mitchell Elementary School, where some volunteers from the neighborhood partnered with a third grade class to build a school garden there. And so we expanded the school garden from 2009 through 2014. So there was about 5 years at Mitchell Elementary School, which is still our biggest school garden. And then we began replicating that school garden model across the Charleston area. So today we partner with 12 schools where we operate school gardens, and 3 of those schools will be participating in this new urban farm that we're building. So the urban farm idea came about around 3 years ago. It's been a 3-year process of designing and planning in partnership with Seaman Whiteside, in partnership with the housing authority who owns the property, and in consulting with the surrounding schools and the neighbors. It's been a long community-informed planning process, and we're just so excited to be now finally making it happen.
And who is this farm for? Once it starts growing and producing vegetables and fruit, who is that for?
Right, so it's a school garden for 3 surrounding schools. So that's James Simmons Elementary School, Charleston Catholic School, and Charleston Charter School for Math and Science are all on that same block. But it's in the middle of a residential community, which is the William Enston Home, a workforce housing property, which belongs to the Housing Authority, and there are 80 residents there. And so it's right in their backyard. So this garden will also serve the residents at the Enston Home as a community garden. So that's the really exciting part about this project is our previous projects have been entirely focused on the students and the school community. Now this one can involve some of the neighbors as well. So we're really excited about that new facet of programming.
Yes, and Michael, so you're now in the process of building. So when you say that you're building an urban garden, other than creating crops and things of that nature, what exactly are you building? And depending on what is planned on being grown there, does that also change your design?
Part of this, as Jesse had mentioned, typically the Green Heart has been doing school gardens. And this one being an urban farm, we had a little bit more site that we needed to work on. And so a lot of mobilization, shifting the grades on the existing conditions. Right now, before construction, it was an existing field. So we had a great partnership with James White Construction to help kind of mobilize the site. And then Yellowstone Landscaping came in to help lay out some irrigation and steel edging, and with the plantation mix that we have, the rock throughout the site there, and then coordinating that also with Site One irrigation supply. So part part of the construction here has been a lot of moving dirt around, getting irrigation set. I mean, the urban farm is situated basically out in kind of a sunny part area. So
that helps.
yeah. So the irrigation is going to help long term, but I know in our partnership with Greenheart, the guys have thought through, how to provide enough water for the plants and everything too. So they have systematically thought through how these raised beds really would come together and be a great opportunity to educate the students and the surrounding community for where it's being located. But
very exciting. It does. And I know when we talked in November that you're going to be growing all kinds of things there. So really there is no limit to what you can grow. Now, finally, Jesse, I want you to tell everyone how they can get involved. I know that you're still raising funds. You're in the midst of a fundraiser. So what should people do?
Right. So fundraising for this project has been ongoing for the last 2 years, and we have raised enough money to build the farm, which is why that's where we're at now. Now we need to operate the farm. So we need to run the programs and the maintenance to keep this farm going as a community asset. So we are still in the midst of our fundraising campaign. We would love, if you want to contribute, reach out to us. You can see it right on the homepage of our website, greenheartsc.org. Go to our website, find the Urban Farm page, and you can find ways to get involved. Leyla, I will also mention that we just started a market, a farm stand market, so folks can actually come on Thursday evening and pick up a bag of vegetables at the Urban Farm. It's a pay what you can system, so if you can pay more, great. If you can't pay so much, that's fine too, but come and get your vegetables.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for sharing this. We can't wait to see the finished product.
Thank you, Leyla.
We'll be back after this.